it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action. Stafford. Rolling to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On second down, this is Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Packers.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Marcus Mariota, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
And makes the score, Packers 8, Bears 0.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 28. 42 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They snap it to Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cunningham. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback, and he stopped immediately there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards, and 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray running right. And he spins through. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and run with Murray. Touchdown, Chicago! Kyler Murray, 31 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Jackson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Toss play to Jackson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers had 6 to their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon. And this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Hold over here. We are going. Hey, Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dorian Thompson-Robinson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Keeps the score. Packers 14. Bears 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start here with Jackson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Stafford now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, it's Stafford.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Stafford.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side.
And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Going with a screen for Murray.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers.
And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Murray will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Packers.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Jackson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead.
Packers 22, Bears 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And they're going to speed things up here.
44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and
Throwing
5.
now is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complimentary.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Touchdown, Bears! Jaron Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They'll try to run with Murray. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back now at Soldier Field. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marcus Mariota. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good.
On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Throwing is Rodgers.
That goes out wide to Murray.
Touchdown! Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 30. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
That's caught. It's Cunningham.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Now a toss coming right side. Jackson, and he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
26. Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he stays up. Steps away to his left. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throw left side complete. That's Cunningham. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Stafford going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.